A massive good evening and a welcome to A&C Chatter Girl. We are launching and this is probably like the most exciting thing ever. Massive, huge welcome to Lisa Horton, who's just sat tippy-tapping on her phone. Lovely to see your comments coming in. Thank you so much. Please do keep them coming. And just a little bit of housekeeping before we get going, which is just to say this is a safe space. It's not political. This is nothing to do with, anything specific. We can't help you if your customer service orders haven't come through. That's not what we're here for. We are here to talk about craft. We're here to talk about what's coming up, what we've seen that's new, all of those things. So we're just here to have some fun, to have a chitter chatter. I can tell you that Lisa Horton has got her melons and I've got my beer. So it's
Can I show you my melons?
Well, let's see your melons, babe.
I was a bit hungry.
Mighty fine melons. Thank you very much for that, Lisa Horton. So huge hello to the people who are chatting to us. We've got Connie, Miriam, Karen, Sharon Curtis, Jenny, Val, Dawn, Lindsay. It is really good to have your company. So one of the things I do want to say to you is, if any of you guys out there have got craft fairs coming up, if you're doing any workshops, anything like that, please do put a comment in and I'll try and get it onto the screen if I can see it fast enough so you can advertise what you've got coming up in the craft world, because that's what we're here for, right? Sharon Curtis says, nice melons.
Thanks, Sharon.
I think we can all agree that Ms. Horton has got some mighty fine melons.
I do.
I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with your prepping for all of your things.
Have you seen what else I've got?
Let's see all of your snacks.
Right, so you've seen my melons. It's a good start. Let's be fair. We have in the licorice all sorts.
Say about the licorice all sorts, Lisa. Just to say about the licorice all sorts, you do know that you can't eat too many of them, don't you? Because you'll have problems.
Especially with the melon.
Just moderation, girl. Okay. At least until the end of the show.
I'll do my best. And then we have fruit pastels. And I'm washing it all down with, you may laugh, a diet Fanta through a straw so I don't get too much sugar on my teeth.
I mean, sounds perfect to me. My internet is not the best, just in case you're seeing any lagging. It's not on Lisa's end, it's on mine. I do apologize. But yeah, that is just what it is. I've kicked my children off the internet, so hopefully this will go okay. If not, we'll work through it. Alan says, I think there's going to be a melon 3 dyes and stamps soon. I think you might be right there, Alan. What a great way to kick off. Yeah, absolutely. We've got Karen who says hello from Phoenix. It's so nice to have you up here. Do you know what? All I wanted was to bring forward a safe space to just chat about craft and it not be about anything that is to do with any particular channel, but to do with all channels, including HSN, where I can get the information from, have a little browse, ferret through, see what I can find that's cheap on the website so I can show you in case you're interested. But this isn't about sales. What this is a chance for crafters to be able to show what they've got coming up and without any pressure, really, just have a look at this. Here it is. And then we'll put all the links in the comments at the end so people can go and track Lisa. You can go and stalk her. She loves it when you do that. So we've got says hello, Lisa and Carla. Let me just put this on. I've just come on, had Lisa say, you've seen my melons. What sort of group is this? What did you expect when Horton was going to be on the site? So here we go. We'll kick off properly. I'm going to start by talking to Lisa about a couple of things that she's got coming up and see what she's doing. And then we'll chat through. I'm going to try and keep an eye on the comments. They are moving very fast. But here we go. What's this one? Alan. a random one, an often wanted gilding wax. Heard it has orange as base. Do you know of any? Partner is allergic to orange. So you're looking for a gilding wax that does not have an orange base, I'm guessing. I'm not sure, but I would. It's got to be one of the ones. There will be one out there. But your probably best bet is to look in forums that do crafting to be able to find out kind of which ones are going to be the safest ones to use, Alan, because it is a problem. I have an issue with some stuff because I'm allergic to eggs, and bizarrely, some of the crafting stuff's got eggs in it.
What about a solvent base, Carla? What about something like a cosmic shimmer wax that's got in the little pots that are solvent based rather than, and also they do they now do one that's in a tube and it doesn't smell of oranges. I know a lot of them like the what do they call it, the one that smells of orange? That's, what brand is that? Not
I know what you're thinking of. It's pointless asking me.
Darlie used to bring it to Hochanda, but I think it might be worth checking out or speaking to Creative Expressions, because I know they do a wax and I know theirs is water-based and it doesn't have a smell of orange, but that obviously doesn't mean it doesn't contain orange, but it might be worth a look at those actually.
Listen, the other thing as well, crafters make, do and mend, right? One of the things you could try and see if it works, especially if you're using it on something like embossing where it's raised, you can get ladies' eyeshadows, which are wax-based and they are glitter-formed. So they will come in these beautiful pearlescents and golds and all the rest of it, but it's just makeup. So it doesn't have the same properties as everything else would have. So that's something you could try as well. Sometimes as crafters, we've just got to try everything and see what fits. So that would be my advice if you're struggling. It's really nice to see you all here. This is amazing. Can you imagine a 3D zebra?
I'm just looking at Sharon's comment. Actually, it was Penta I was thinking of. Like Sharon just said, that is the one that does have the orange in it. So that's one definitely to avoid. I
honestly would try wax makeup. I've got one. I use one all the time. It's not like a waxy feel to it.
And do you know what else? You could use paint, a metallic paint.
Yeah. If you water it down, you'll have more control because you can get some beautiful metallic acrylics. So that might be a way forward as well. Water it down a little bit. There's also, I'm not going to stand up, but I have got a set of.
What have you got on? Why aren't you standing up?
You don't need to know. All you know is that my top part is presentable. The rest of it I'm not speaking on.
Do you have your pajamas on? I bet you've got your pajamas on, haven't you?
No.
She's lying. I tell you, she's lying.
No.
I knew it. What can I say?
It's very late. I'm old.
It's very late. It's 9 o'clock.
That's well past my bedtime, lady. Well past my bedtime. When I said 9, I was like, I'm going to have to see if I can make it.
You should have tried what I was doing the other night. I had to stay up all night.
What time did it start?
Well, when they told me it was 9:30 p.m, I was like, oh, yeah, no problem. 9:30 ET, which is 02:30 here in the morning. So I was doing my test at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I had to try and go to bed about 7:30 and sleep for a couple of hours. And I just can't do those nana naps that you do regularly.
I love nana naps.
And then, so I stayed up, literally coffee. And then by the time I finished, I was so buzzing, I didn't go to sleep till 4:45.
Can we still see this? So this is Lisa Horton's sort of debut, if you like, onto HSN, which she's just recently done, which is just awesome and amazing and well-deserved, can I say as well.
Thank you.
So have they kept it up so we can still go back and see it?
Yeah. It's Facebook Live with Suzanne Runyon, and they do one every Tuesday at 9:30 ET. But this was the one day a month they do a big crafting event, and Sarah was over there, and there was Anna Griffin and people, and they asked me if I'd like to come and do half an hour on the Facebook Live while they were broadcasting live. But they did have like a tiny little slot with my products are on there. But then what they do is they also broadcast the Facebook Live onto the HSN page on Facebook.
Wow.
So if you have a look on there, you can watch that as well. It's only half an hour, but it's just a little peek of it. Yeah, and it was lovely to be asked. I never thought they'd ask me in a million years. It's like fantastic.
Lisa,
so thrilled.
Do you know what the really awesome thing about Lisa is that I love so much about? So when I first ever met Lisa, it was in the green room at the old CC at Newark Road.
I know.
And I was demonstrating some stuff for We Are Memory Keepers, and I had this amazing all-in-one tool. And I walked in, I'm with all the American Craft cardstock, which Lisa absolutely loves. And she's like, what is that? We'd never met each other. What is that? So I explained to her and I showed her it. And within about 3 minutes, she bought it. And then she was like, I can't speak to you for at least another month because I think whatever you're going to demo, I'm going to buy. So I'm not playing anymore. So there was a time when we didn't speak for a month, but she looked longingly. And then when I was living in the building, do you know why? They
I came to your room, didn't I?
You did. You came to my room in the building. I was living in the office because of COVID. So I had a little office that I converted into a bedroom. And I had the most amazing Caran d'Ache, I think, pencils at the time. Was it the Caran d'Ache ones or the other ones? And you came.
Caran d'Ache. Yeah.
Did you buy them?
Yeah. Well, I've only got polychromos and what's the other ones? I've got the soft ones, Prismacolors. I've got them. I've got Inktense and
have you got the
quite a lot of Caran d'Ache.
Yeah. Well, Caran d'Ache are probably the best in the industry, aren't they? But they're not cheap to buy.
They are lovely. They are lovely. So when she talks about stuff, I buy it. So she's not allowed to talk about stuff.
I'm banned from mentioning any products at all in front of Lisa. But talking of products, let's have a chat about what you've got coming up. Lisa, what have you got that we can have a
right? Okay. So I'm looking around my desk actually. I'm not going to show you everything, but I'm going to give you a little peek. I'm on TV on Wednesday. I launched I think it's like an anniversary event. It was a birthday, it was Ho Chanda's birthday, but because they have the Create and Craft birthday in April, I think it was too confusing. So they've renamed it like some kind of anniversary event, but it's a big event. There is free gifts and all sorts of things that is happening. So I'm launching the event on Wednesday at 4:00 for my new and exclusive. And I'm going to give you just a tiny peek of just a couple of things we've got coming up. And I'm also going to show you my new tool briefly, which we have, we've had the patent accepted. The approval should be through in about 3 or 4 weeks. So we can now write on all of our packaging patent pending. So this is like going to be, it's such big news for me. And it's something that I've wanted to do for so long without other people being able to do the same. So it's really, really exciting. So let me just grab this one. I love it. You've seen a little sneak peek of it, haven't you?
Well, I need to try it because like I've fallen a little bit in love with it. It is so cool. So you need to get it sorted so I can get it.
Well, it's been made as we speak. So it's coming by sea because we've got so many coming, but we've saved some for the USA audience as well. So theirs are going to get dispatched directly from China to the USA. So they won't have to wait as long as the guys in the UK. Right. So I'll give you a little peek. Let me do a little peek. I'm going to switch you to my overhead. And I know it's a little bit messy on my desk, but there you go. So this is the first one. This is the one I think is going to be the little gem in the collection. So this is a DL folder, and it comes with your die. They're so cool. They are so cool. This doesn't have a stencil because it just doesn't need it. But then we have, look at this beauty. This is just stunning. So I've been doing these now for probably a couple of years now, where we do the embossing folder, 3D embossing folder, but I would say they are so much more than 3D. I would say they are like 25D. They've got so much dimension to them. So you're going to get your folder, you get your die that comes with it that cuts it out as well for you, and then you also get your layering stencil. So in your pack, which is what is really cool about my system, is that you get your layering stencils. Okay, have you seen this before, Carla?
Sort of, in little bits, I have to say, because obviously in between shows, I see little bits of that. I'll be totally honest with you. When I'm at home, I'm generally just watching serial killer documentaries.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. So what you get is then you get your layering stencils that go with it. So what you're going to do, for those of you who've never seen this before, is you're going to take a piece of white card. You are going to pop it onto your platform, which we'll talk about in just a second. And then you're going to take your stencil. They're all numbered in the corner. So you're going to take number 1 and you'll have your card down. Let me turn this over because this is what we need to see. Hang on a second. Turn this over. So this is your, it's so cool. So you'll take your first stencil and you'll pop it literally over the pegs. And then you'll do your stenciling. You'll lift it off. You'll put number 2 down and it will be exactly in the right position. So you're going to do each one of those. Once you've done those, okay, you pop them away and then you take your die, you die cut your stencil out that you've just created and then you pop it into your embossing folder and it will give you all of that dimension. So it's all coloured, it's cut out and it's then die cut for you. And then what you do is you maybe pop that little piece of artwork onto your scroll, do a little bit of inking, and you can create an absolute masterpiece. And it makes you look like you are so talented. It is ridiculous because you can't get it wrong, Carla. You can't get it wrong.
My friend Laura has just commented and said, "Oh, I'm not even sure what it is, but I want one purely because it slots in little holes." I think that's probably about right.
I can say you are clearly a friend of Carla's.
Yeah, she is. She's a lot more insane than I am. That's all I'm saying. I'm the normal one out of the two of us. Yeah, she's absolutely mad. Love her to pieces.
So what's cool about this colour, this is the new one. So we have got the stamping platform, which has got the lid that goes over the top with the pegs. Now, because, I mean, I won't get into it too much, but because Misty in the USA has the patent for a hinge platform, we're not allowed to sell that in the USA. We can the rest of the world, but just not in the USA. And that's fair enough. They paid a lot of money to have that patent. Yeah. So we don't sell our existing platform there. But the problem is that everybody wants this little system here. And this is what is the key to everything we do in terms of our stencils and layering. Because you can also get a die which has these holes in it. So if you've got your own stencils, you use your scan and cut. You can create your own stencils and use this. This kind of becomes your third hand, if you like. So what we've done for the USA market is take the rest of this away, take all that hassle away and be able to bring it to you like this. But what you get is you get your silicone mat, which sits inside, literally, and it stops your paper moving as well. So that doesn't move. It's fantastic. But then when you turn it over, 2 more things to show you. You have, I mean, this is only the prototype, but you have your scoreboard on the back. But I'm just going to hold this up. Let me turn it around here. See this little, all that.
Oh, fancy.
And I'm going to, in here. Oh, I want this, so cool. So what you're going to get in here, make sure I get the right end. That's right. So you get your little tool in the end and you get all your little bits so you can change all your nibs.
I love this.
Cool. And then on the other end, I mean, this, obviously, it's going to look more glamorous than this. It's going to have black markings around the edge and what have you. And then you get your pickup tool on the other end as well. And there will be more tools coming to go with it. And then when you're finished, you pop it back into its little slot, like so. Boom, down. That works this side as well.
Lisa, I need you to make me one of those tools which has got different quilling ends on it instead.
Okay, we can do that.
Thanks.
There you go. We can do that.
Different slotted ends. If you could do that for me, I will love you forever. Hi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that would be amazing.
I've been thinking about what other things to put on the ends as well. So if there are people who want other things as well, let me know and we'll see if we can incorporate it into that. Because the more we can change and the more we can make it accessible for everybody, the better, you know.
Well, we all do different crafts, don't we? So it's nice to have something that is, you know, that it spans across the board, which I think is, you know, just incredibly useful. But like I say, quilling ends where you've got the slotted tools and you can go into wider depths to do the larger scroll work.
That's
amazing.
A really good idea. I'm going to write that down while you're talking, Carla.
Are you writing it down, babes? We get the ideas down.
I've got a little book. put all
A
my
little book of
ideas in my little book.
Do
Yeah.
you write your dreams down in it as well?
No,
When
because
you
they're
have
quite
your
scary.
dreams? Okay, let's not go there then. Got that conversation right where it started. So Alan has said, can you do more LGBT dies and stamps?
We can, definitely. If you've got anything particular that you'd like, please put it in the comments, and that will end up in my black book, unlike other things. But definitely, I'm absolutely open to all ideas. And because of our quantities and the relationship we have with our manufacturer, we can be quite flexible in what we bring. So it could be that we only need to bring in a few hundred or a few thousand. We can adapt to what we think is appropriate for the market. So yeah, any idea is a good idea in my book.
I think it's just a case of bringing everything together, isn't it? I was saying to you
Yes.
earlier when we were talking, and I said, you know, what I really love about Lisa's stuff is that it's so fresh and it's so kind of modern, and it's just goes aboard, you know, it crosses over from the sort of very young to the older crafter as well. It's not sort of within one demographic, and I think that's really important with craft. You know, we need to start focusing on the younger audience as well as the older audience, because we all love doing it, right? So I think bringing all those things in is important. I really do.
I think also packaging. If you can look at the front of the packaging and go, I get that. I know exactly what that's meant to do. I've frozen. Am I back? Don't go anywhere, anyone. I'm still here. It does sometimes come back. So let's pray it comes back. Are you there, Carla? I don't know if anyone can see me or hear me. Lisa's fine for me. Carla is frozen. So I'll keep talking. I'll keep talking for a while until Carla's sorted out. Let me see if I can message Carla on Facebook. And I said, if anything happens or we have any problems, I would message her. So everyone can. Oh, I'm here on my own now. I don't know where she's gone now completely. Everyone can see me, but you have frozen. Right. So let's talk. Right. So let's say hello to a few people. This is like a Friday night on a Thursday night. I don't mind. So let's see what else is here that I've missed as well. Carla's gone. You're here. Well, I don't know if that's luck or good luck or bad luck, quite honest. You are not frozen. I'm okay. Carla's gone. Where is she gone? I think it's difficult because Carla's working on Wi-Fi, and I'm hardwired, so mine tends to be a little bit more stable. But I do think it could be her computer, because we were trying to do this earlier and it was a little bit tricky. So I'll keep going while we're here. I'm in Carla's feed, so Carla will probably come back. If she doesn't, you've just got me for a while on Carla's YouTube, which is fine by me. So while I've got you, should we talk about some more products for next week? Because we've got a lot going on. We've also got our what they do Craft Extra on Create and Craft, which is on the Thursday. So I launch on Wednesday, and on Thursday we have Craft Extra. So I've got 4 hours again with the lovely Dawn Wheeler, which is going to be fantastic. Oh, she's back.
Honestly, I've got my sister messaging me going, it's you, babe, it's you. It's all you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gemma. You're a legend.
There then.
So, it's a long story, but to cut it short, you know, we had all the dry weather.
Yeah.
Then we had all the rain. The rain leaked. The rain leaked through the flashing, which caused a problem with the electrics. So my electrics keep cutting out in the whole house. Everything's cutting out, and it keeps knocking my internet completely out.
Of course.
So it's all on my end. So I apologise, guys.
But the good thing is, it didn't lose me. So you just rejoined. So everybody's learning tonight as well. So I just started talking about Craft Extra while you were sorting your internet out. So we're just kind of, you're back now. So
I really love Craft Extra. I think there's some real gold in Craft Extra. I think it's got real legs to grow into something amazing. And I love the fact that it's a platform that can just gain more strength all the time. It's lovely to have the big channels, but sometimes to have the smaller channels where we're seeing other stuff is just really nice. So I do love that a lot.
And what I love about Craft Extra is it gives the opportunity for brands that aren't able to bring the quantities that Create and Craft require, and it gives them a platform that means that they can still sell on TV, because actually any advertising on TV is great advertising. So to be able to keep both of those channels going is just brilliant. But also I love it because I love that we get so much time to demo rather than have a quick look at this. 10 minutes here and boom, we have to go down the counter. We don't have that, do we, really, on Craft Extra?
It's a lot less pressured. It's a lot more relaxed. There's a lovely feeling about it, which is why I love doing. I mean, I get to work with Doris, so obviously it's win-win for me because it's Doris who is in it. Doris is in the chat.
Is she?
Doris is in the chat. She's under a different name. No, she's here. We've got Doris here.
I'll have to.
Yeah, Craft Extra. Craft Extra is obviously Doris's baby, and she has just taken it to an amazing place.
Yes.
I mean, God love the wee girl. Yesterday on Craft Extra, she did have to hold my leggings up because they were falling down. I had inappropriate leggings on, and the elastic had gone in the waist, and they just kept falling down with the weight of the mic pack and the talk back.
Yeah.
And so every time I moved, they just came down a bit further and a bit further. I had a dress on, so I was well clothed. But basically, you know how your ma used to pull your trousers up when you were little? That's basically what Doris had to do for me.
Did you what happened to me on Craft Extra? I had to wear the shoes of shame.
Did you have to put the pink Crocs on?
So I had to get my leg up on the counter because Doris asked me to show the viewers. So I did it once or twice.
If you have to wear the shoes of shame, you know you've gone wrong. Like you're in trouble if you're wearing the shoes of shame, the pink Crocs.
And they gave me. I'm small, right? You've seen me in the flesh. I'm not a big person, am I?
Tiny
would you think?
Human.
Would you think my feet are a size 8?
What?
They only had big Crocs of shame.
Big Crocs of shame. So what size shoe are you normally?
About a 3.5.
Oh, well, you're just a very dinky little person.
I'm 5'9",
and I have got size 5 feet. So I'm like a weeble.
Do you totter? That's the alcohol, though, probably.
That's the alcohol. That's why I fall over all the time. Carla, are you going to demonstrate quilling anytime soon? I would love to demonstrate quilling, but part of my reason for doing Chatter Girl is I don't have anything to sell. I've got no products. I don't sell any products, so I just demonstrate as a freelance demonstrator. And so basically, I don't have the quilling stuff to sell to do it. And I don't really, for me personally, I don't want to get into that side of the business, mainly because I can't do maths, and the idea of having to sell something and then work out money would just frighten the bejesus out of me. And actually what I'll say about quilling is, for me personally, quilling is kind of my secret little passion. It's my little soul place. It's where I go when I need to just escape. And it's something I do for absolute pleasure. So I would love to demonstrate it because, you know, there's a lovely skill set in it, but it would need somebody else to supply the quilling stuff for me to be able to do that on the channels. So we'll see how it goes going forward. But yeah, absolutely, I would love to do it. I mean, I'm more than happy to do it on YouTube and, you know, do demonstrations that way. Quilling is...
You're so good at it. You are good at it. You should.
It's just a really beautiful craft. You know, and it's modern as well. There's the fact that you can make the traditional or you can go the very modern with it. And I like the fact that I've got playtime with that. You know, it's important. And that's what crafting is to me. It's passion, you know?
Yeah. You know what I love about quilling? I love, and it epitomizes how I craft. I don't quill, but I love the clean and simple lines of quilling. Just
beautiful, isn't it?
Really smart, you know, and that on the middle of a crisp white card is just beautiful.
It's that idea of being able to select your color palette first and bring in, you know, sometimes I think, oh, I'm going to work with turquoise and white today, or I'm going to work with orange and white, and it's that thing of this is going to be mine all day. You know, there's a real beautiful feeling about it. So yeah, I love quilling. Is always going to be my craft. It's what I do. It's the thing I've done for years. It's the thing I love doing the most. So yeah, it's the one craft I've got that's not a busman's holiday, if that makes sense.
Yes,
because obviously you craft and work. It's the thing I can do away from that. So if ever you see me posting quilling, it's because I've had just a moment away and I've done that. So when was quilling last on the Selly Telly? I don't know when it was last on, but certainly for me demonstrating it, probably about 2.5, 3 years ago. Long time. Quilling comes in and out of phases. No, it comes in and out of fashion all the time. I mean, it's one of the oldest crafts, but it comes and goes. And it's one of those weird things, because the other problem that I have with demonstrating quilling is that I don't do traditional quilling. So where you do normally with quilling, you have your tiny shapes and you make kind of lavenders and those sort of things. I don't do that type of quilling. So then that can be sort of awkward, I suppose. I do a very different style. So yeah, we've got Dawn Surdfield here saying, have you done your felting kit yet, Lisa?
See, this is me, right? So this is where I am like you. I love craft. I love my paper craft, but I live, breathe, work, sleep paper craft. And sometimes I just need that step away and do something completely different. And I bought this just beautiful. We've actually had a conversation about it before. You made a hair, didn't you, out of quilling? Right.
Out of felting, needle felting.
Sorry, out of felting. I bought that kit. I bought a massive,
amazing, right?
Beautiful. It's massive. It is gorgeous. It is natural. It was expensive, but it was just for me.
It's M Fountain Felts, isn't it? That's the name of the lady who does it.
That's it.
So her name is Emma. So M Fountain Felts. Amazing.
My God, it's beautiful. Brilliant. I haven't done it, Dawn. It's one of those, you know, when you get that time. I don't want to start it and go, right, I need to do my quilling today. Boom, 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 boom. And go, oh no, I'm busy now. I've got to put it away. I need to go, right, I've got nothing I'm going to do. I'm going to put TV on. I'm going to get a drink and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do this. And I just need that time.
I was really lucky because I went on one of Em's felting courses. That's where I made the hair. So I did a workshop with her for 2 days. So maybe you and I should hook up and do a workshop with her, because she's amazing. She's a lovely woman, really lovely woman. Laura's saying here, my friend Laura's saying she's got a great location for workshops if you fancy it. My friend Laura has been asking me to do a quilling workshop for the longest time. So I'm just going to give a big shout out to my friend, because she is an amazing human. And she runs a company in Knaresborough called Painting Pots Knaresborough, and it's amazing. You go in and you paint your pot, she puts it in a kiln and she gets it all glazed for you and gets it out to you. It's amazing. So you go and have your time and you just sit and you do all this stuff. But more than that, Laura is one of the most amazing humans who will do anything for anyone. She does so much charity work, it's insane. So I am going to give Laura a big shout out. So Painting Pots Knaresborough. Go and have a look at her Facebook page, more than anything, just to see how mad she is. Because she'll just make you laugh. You'll fall in love with her. She's the best human. She's awesome. So big shout out for you, Laura, because you are amazing and you do so much for so many.
She's in my black book now already.
You're in Horton's book, Luna Doodle.
Yeah. And I'll be stalking you now. I'll be stalking you.
She's just going to make you laugh. She's absolutely mental. Bless her. I love her to pieces. It's Beauty Girl says, you need to take time off, Lisa. Go and do a felting course and give her bank balance a rest.
You know what will happen? I'll come back and be stocking felting equipment. That's what will happen. I'll have a tool that does your felting.
I want to do the fox. I really want to do, she does a beautiful fox and I really want to do that as well. So
we need to put a link to her as well, don't we? Because she is, her products are just amazing, Yeah. So
absolutely awesome. We'll put links for everything that we've discussed that I remember because my brain is small and fried. Laura Dudley says, here you go. This is how mad she is. This should tell you everything you need.
Oh, I just weed a bit.
Yeah, because you're stalking her. That's Luna to a T. So we do love her. So one of the Dawn says she's got a rabbit, have started it but hasn't finished it yet. We've got so many projects, don't we, where we start them and we don't finish them, which is such a shame. You know, it's one of those things, but sometimes we get past the point of excitement with it and we put it away and it's very difficult to go back to them. I'm just I lost all of my links. I had all of my links here. So I'm going to see if I can start importing some of these. So I'm going to just let Lisa just do a bit of chatting, if that's all right with you, Lisa, not to put you on the spot, just to see if I can get some of these things back in and let's see if we can. If I can, we can. If I can't, we can't.
Because I've got something to tell everybody anyway. I've got something very exciting to tell everybody. So I'm thrilled to say that we have managed to secure our property next door 100%. We move in on the 19th of October, or we take possession of the keys. Oh,
we've got Wheeler on. That's what happens when you import.
Wheeler's walking.
Wheeler's walking. We'll put her on in a second. We'll put Wheeler on in a minute.
Oh, Wheeler, I do love her. So we have our business, and then we're taking on the unit next door as well, which gives us workshop space, which gives us the space to have visitors to the shop. We will work out days of the week where it is easy for us to have the shop open, maybe a Saturday and a Wednesday, or we'll make times. Then we're going to start our workshops. We're going to do virtual Zoom classes for people who can't make it. We've got so much going on next year. It is incredible. So just if you're wanting to do workshops, just remember there's a Premier Inn at the top of the road. It's a great weekend away. You're only 60 miles from France across the water. It's a good place to be.
Do we have to go to France? Is that part of the deal? I mean, I'd like to. I like cheese. I like cheese. I can get cheese.
You could get cheese, but
crochet replay. Hey, it's Lottie. I'm assuming that's Lottie from C&C. And if it is, hello, Lottie. Lots of familiar faces.
Where's Lottie? Have I missed that?
Can you see it? I've got it on the screen, babe. Hey, it's Lottie. Lots of familiar faces here. Can you see it?
I see. Oh, in front of you. I see it now. I was looking at the sidebar.
Sorry. If that's Lottie,
Lottie needs to do something for crochet for us then, because I am the most terrible crocheter. I can do crochet. I can do all the way along, and then I can
one row.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I've learned how to come back, I think. But what happens is when I start doing more lines, it goes kind of like that. And I don't know how to keep it like that.
Because you're missing stitches.
But I don't know. I can't see where I'm missing the stitches. I need somebody. I need a human.
You're missing your last stitch on each row. So as
it's
doing it starts to taper in. Well, you're not. You're going in what you think is the last one, but there's another one after it.
Right. So
Lottie's saying, I teach crochet. Who wants lessons in the green room? Lottie, sit her down for a bit.
Sit me down. I've got do you talk for a minute? You talk for a minute. I've got something to get out of my cupboard.
Right, while she's doing that, I'm going to put Wheeler on. You can all have a look at Wheeler doing her bit because she was awesome for me and I love her for it. So let's just put a bit of Wheeler on. Hold on. Wheeler did this for me because she's hilarious and I love her for it. And here we go. So I'm hoping this is going to be a regular thing.
Good morning. Guess who I've got with me today here at Create and Craft? Let's have a cheeky little look.
Morning.
I've got Sharon Curtis with me. How fabulous is this? So what have you got coming up, Sharon?
Well, today I'm here with Studio Light.
Yep.
Got a really busy couple of weeks actually. Today is Christmas lights.
Ooh.
They are absolutely beautiful. We've got some domes, really beautiful domes, with some fairy lights that work with them. So that's lovely. And then I'm back Friday and Saturday this week. One day special for Studio Light, and it's the launch of a new sort of character range called Buddy, Craft Lab. Buddy,
Lab.
there's one of the dogs is called Buddy. So if you're into your cute kind of animals, very, very cute, very, very sweet. I'm back with a one day special for those. And then next week, Sizzix, I've got Halloween and Christmas all in 1 week.
Wow, so it's all coming up here. So just to let you know what's happening. Catch you later. Bye.
So I've got to tell you, when I was making the cartoon of Wheeler, it gave me the option to give her a mustache. I was so tempted to leave it there. I had to find the biggest hairdo that I could find for Wheeler, obviously, because we needed the booth in there, and that was as big as it would go. So I thought, well, if I give her like a Mexican mustache, but I showed her it and she was having not a bar of it. So that is
Carla,
was walking. Yeah.
I've just heard that USA people can't comment.
How rude.
I know. I don't know why they can't comment on the
How very
chat.
rude. I wonder why. I apologise. I have no clue why. It should be. It shouldn't global.
Affect. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly have no clue. No clue at all.
We can look at that, can't we?
Yeah, we'll have a look
yeah.
and see if we can. It could be because it's a brand new channel, and sometimes with a brand new channel you get limitations on what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do until you get a certain amount of subscribers. So if you are here and you haven't subscribed, can I just ask if you would? Come on then, baby. Can I just ask if you would? That's Miss Babs. Miss Phyllis has been here the whole time.
You're
Let's see if I can
lucky.
get her. Hold on. Where's Miss Phyllis? She's just, it might not show you her. She's sort of here. Miss Phil. I know. She's been here the whole time. One of the things I did want to, somebody said, Karen, I'm in the US and I'm commenting. Rose said she had problems initially. So there's Miss Babs. Can you see her on my chair?
I can see her in the behind you. Oh, bless her heart.
So yeah, one of the things I think is really important to talk about with Lisa as well, because basically over a period of, 4 or 5 years. So Lisa is very vocal about having Lisa Horton Crafts, but the truth behind it is that actually Lisa is just the face of the company. She doesn't have anything to do with anything else because it's actually Prudence that is the brains behind the company. So when she talks about the little black book with all the ideas in it, it's actually Prudence that does it.
Well, unfortunately, Prudence is taking a little nap. And
I need
she's
you
gone
to
down.
not step on my keyboard, Miss Babs.
Prudence is down the other end of the room. She's got a little corner of her own under the router, which she protects like it's her domain. But she's been very quiet today. But that's a nice view.
Nice view of Miss Babs' bum while Phyllis was trying to bite her leg.
I've got something to show you though.
Go on then. This is beautiful.
No, it's not, quite honestly. So it's right, okay. It's that long, right?
This is a whole heap of crochet in here.
This is a whole heap of crocheting, but look, right, let me try and hold this up. Let me put it on the desk, and then I'm going to go. You can't see that very well, but the bottom.
Oh no, okay.
Can you see?
You've missed your turning stitch. You've missed your turning stitch.
So can you see? Actually, it's not straight at all. Are you laughing at my crochet?
Do you know the answer to it is pop it onto the floor at one end, and the bit that's in the middle that kind of does that where it shouldn't, just stand on it and yank and just stretch the middle bit. It'll be fine.
But I wondered, is that because of a different stitch, or is that just me missing lots?
No, honey, you've missed your turning stitch. You've missed your turning
Wow.
stitch at the end.
Is Andy Love's here as well?
Good evening.
Where's
Mr.
Andy?
Love.
I can't see him.
I can't
Andy,
see
do you know
but
anything about crochet?
Andy, can you help? Oh, there he is.
Where?
On my thingy.
Put a border on it. It will be great. Well, Julie, how do I put a border on it? Because I'm going to have to fill in gaps. I don't know how to do it. So quite honestly, if you're looking for a crochet class, don't come to me. But I
think it's incredible.
Well, it's nice. It was nice colours because it matched my sofa. My sofa's not green, by the way. My sofa's the brown colour. But it was meant to be. It was going to be a big throw, but at the other end as well is quite bad as well. So that's kind of gone out that way a bit.
Maybe it's a couple of extra. Do you think you might have done a couple of extra stitches on one side and a couple fewer on the other?
I don't know. So why does that happen? That
because it looks like you've done a double to a triple. Have you done a triple crochet? I don't know. I can't see. I'd have to look at it.
I think
definitely.
I might need a bit more. One lesson.
My lovely friend Julie Bradford is saying wavy border, ruffles maybe. Why don't you just use it as a scarf? Finish it off as a good job. Just use it as a scarf. I mean, you'll have to stitch in your end bits.
How do I do that then? What do I do with that?
I don't know. I didn't get to that part in the lesson. I can crochet. I don't know how to stitch things in.
And the other thing is, see, we're going right off piece now. See, I've got a yellow and a brown bit here, and it kind of goes into my stitch as well. So I need to work out how it finishes on the end. I just thought I'd give it a go. And look, that one there looks a bit rough.
And Lottie, we need you back, Lottie. She's yours to deal with, not my. I can't.
Get some tassels in the end. That's what they're saying. Put some tassels in. But can you tell that my skills are in paper craft, not the soft craft, which is one of the reasons I probably haven't started the hair yet, because I'm quite frightened what might happen.
Doris says, please don't wear it.
Why not? Doris, do you want me to make you one for Craft Extra? I can make you a pink one.
Do you know what just happened when you said that? Dawn's lips turned into a cat's bottom when you said,
really? Is she with you? Is she next to you?
No, but I can tell you that's exactly what just happened. No, she's at her own place.
See, I'm a bit like Elizabeth. She can do circles. Trouble is when you do the circle, mine gets really tense because as I go round and round and round, it ends up looking like a hat because I don't know how to get rid of some of the stitches. So anybody who can help me with crochet, quite frankly, when I do the workshops, maybe we'll get somebody else to teach it and I can sit in the corner and do some crocheting with you, whoever can teach me. So sorry, we digress.
Lottie says Dawn would say that's a beautiful thing. Doris would say that's a beautiful thing. But
what,
she'd
this?
say it in that, but she'd say it in that voice that she's, oh, that's a beautiful thing.
And then why do you get like some holes are bigger than others in, like there's a bigger hole there than there is there? Are you laughing?
Yeah.
Why is that then?
Well, Lottie, help. Elizabeth says, Lisa, crochet some ice cream cones.
I could probably do that really well.
But you know, if you were trying to do some ice cream cones, then probably you'd make some really nice flat doilies.
I probably would.
Maybe go the opposite direction.
Yeah. I mean, I look at some of the crochet kits on telly as well. And I think I really want to do that, but I just don't think it's my thing. But I really, it's like when you have that food, I'm like it with olives. I love the look of olives and everyone eats them and drinks them with wine and they're amazing. I hate olives and I badly want to like them, even though I can't like them.
Well, because they look like grapes. Have you seen
but
what Doris has put?
Burn it. Food. Well, I have no words.
I mean, that's
Did you get your
direct-
barbecue, Dawn? Ask her if she got a barbecue.
I think you're asking her.
Did you get your
I think she can
barbecue?
hear you.
Carla's face. I don't think Carla's impressed, is she? Lisa, at least you gave it a go. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, I gave it a go. Take no notice of Wheeler. Anyway. Moving on.
Moving swiftly on. So what I do want to very quickly just mention is some stuff that's going on some channels. It's very difficult, actually. I thought it was going to be really easy to find out what was going to be happening on the channels across the board. But in actual fact, because I was looking at this time of the week, they haven't listed them yet for next week. And obviously showtimes change all the time. So I did what I could do. But actually what I ended up doing is going down a bit of a rabbit hole and finding loads of stuff that's really cheap on the websites, which is more appealing to me, if I'm totally honest. So I'm just going to bring this in and see if I can do it. 1 second.
Carla?
Yeah.
Can I rudely interrupt you for 1 second?
Yeah.
I've got a click of the day tomorrow, which is a really good... Yeah. I think it might be my watercolour Euphoria palettes, I think. So just have a look tomorrow, click of the day. Back
and
to
that's
you.
main CNC, it's not Craft Extra.
Main CNC, yeah. And it won't be on shows, it will be on the website.
Yeah, okay. This is exciting. So I went and I had a proper little ferret around. My sister Gemma has said, surprised you've not started choking yet, Carla. So many double entendre. Yeah, I know. I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to be professional, but I've had 2 beers now, so that may have gone out the window. So on Hobby Maker, I had a look through. We have got glitter brushes at £2.50. These are an absolute bargain, and you've got the little code here. So I just looked through and I was like, okay, what can we find really cheap? Because I like finding bargains. So I'm just going to quickly run through these. They've got this massive, massive bundle of stuff on Hobby Maker for $9.99. And the code is there as well. So you can pause it at these points and get to the code. But that is an awful lot of stuff for a tenner. It's a huge amount of stuff. So worth having. Don't forget to get your pokey tool off CNC. It's $1.99 at the minute. It's magnetic on the other end. Just make sure you have a look at that as well. That's on CNC. Beauty Gal is saying, why are we looking at Hobby Maker? Well, Beauty Gal, this is not to do with CNC. This is to do with all craft channels across the board. We're just talking about craft in general. So we're looking at all channels and what's coming up, because as crafters, I like the idea of us having like a full world view rather than just one small view. And I'm allowed to do that because I'm a freelancer. So it's nice to just chit chat with you guys about what's coming up. And we don't all watch the same channels. So it's nice to look at everything that we can get. I love this. This is on CNC. This is the Happy Planner Papillon 4-month undated big daily planner. Isn't it beautiful? Don't you think that's really pretty? And look at the price. Look how much it's reduced by. Really, really love it. Absolutely gorgeous. What else did I find? This. I got super excited about this. So this
What's
is
that?
on. Oh, I know. I want this so bad. So this is on Sewing Street, which is a different channel. This is a cordless electric scissors with tungsten blades. Isn't it just awesome? So this is for sewing. It's for cutting all your fabric.
Don't let me move on to fabric. Please don't let me touch fabric.
There is, it doesn't say it on that, but there is actually a big reduction on, oh no, it does. It says at the top, there's £9 one off that because it's an introductory price at the minute. So I really, really want that. I have had my eye on it. I really, really want it. Lindsay said, I thought it was a slingshot. I really want that. So anyway, that's why I showed it. I'm presuming you guys don't want it, but I did. Moving on to HSN. So if you're in, my friend Chelsea says, Carla, you were trusted with scissors. Absolutely not. You can see, I love this. This is on HSN. It's actually really not particularly craft, but it's a really beautiful rainbow notebook set. For those of us who love all the Pride stuff, this is just epic, right? It just sang to me a little bit. That's all I'm saying. That's on HSN at the minute. Obviously, you'd have to look at shipping, but, you know, they do it in payments. Create and Craft have obviously got Crafting Live in Peterborough coming up. That's on the 21st, 22nd of October. And you can get all your tickets for that. So you can go and have, you know, a lovely time with lots of crafters. My friend Chelsea says, never mind electric ones. My friend Chelsea is saying this because she's a hairdresser, and I've cut my hair with blunt scissors so many times that I think she's worried that I would use electric ones on my hair, which I absolutely would, depending on how much beer I had drunk. I've got no fear. So then Hobby Maker has got Creative Kent. So again, and they've also got another one, but I can't remember where it is, maybe Gateshead. And so again, it's another live event where you can go and do your workshops and all the rest of it. I believe theirs is at the end of September and the first day of October. So if HSN doesn't ship to the UK, that's awful. We need to somehow change that. Let's get together as a group and make that happen. But also just to say that there are a lot of US viewers as well. So just to show you some bits from there. And then that's the last of those. I want to show you one more thing because I'm really excited. Now, this is a slight bias on my part because I am the UK brand ambassador for We Are Memory Keepers and for Carnation Crafts, both of whom are just the most amazing companies. But We Are Memory Keepers are about to launch something I'm super excited about.
Oh, is that the pencil thing?
It's this. Wait, let me see if I can get it up. Let me see if it'll work. If it doesn't work, I'm going to cry. I'm so excited about this. They released it. Is it coming up on here? Let me see. Here it is. Are you ready? I'm so excited about this. It's a full-on projector. So they launched this at the summer craft thingy, the big, you know, launch things. And they did an introduction to it. So I don't know when it launches properly, but it has been released. You can go and see a video on this. It is amazing. So instead of having to buy a proper massive projector, this does it all for you. So the thing to know about this is that you need to use it in low lighting because obviously it's your phone that's causing the light. It projects whatever image you've got on your phone. So if you've downloaded some SVGs or something like that and you've got that image on your phone, it projects through the glass at the bottom, makes it massive, and you can trace it. I am beyond excited about this because certainly for brush lettering, for me, for quilling, when I'm trying to do designs for quilling with a ball tool, I am set to go with that. It is epic. I cannot wait for this to come to the UK. This is going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love
bad news.
No. It's the best news. I have always had. I've been the biggest fangirl of We Are.
But you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you're going to buy it.
I know.
I can't help that. But you have to understand, Lisa, that when I do these things and you have to buy them, this is what you do to the people at home. Dawn says, any idea on price point, Carla? Actually, I do have a little idea on price point, but I can only tell you what We Are Memory Keepers themselves said in the video that you can see on YouTube. So I can't give you any more details than that. I don't know the price and I don't know what it'll end up being. When they released the idea of it, the prototype of it, they were saying they thought the price point would be around $50 to $60. So whatever that would be in the UK. What's this Sharon Chambers is saying to me? Hold on. Have you seen the trolley do for for drying projects? No, Sharon Chambers. What is this magic you're talking about?
Carla, what's the other one that's got the things that you put your washi on and it's got the pencils and then you put a glue thing on it and it rolls round and round and round and it seals? Do you know? You're laughing at me again.
I've got absolutely no clue what you're talking about.
Right. It looks like a round thing on its side and you can stick the barrel of a pen on it, and you wrap your washi tape around it, and then you put this clear liquid on it, and then it rotates and it dries, and it makes you look like you've got super shiny. She's still laughing at me.
Because you're talking about the resin tool, the spin it.
Oh, am I?
You pour resin onto it, and so it spins for 24 hours, and it dries
is it
all
that
the resin
long?
for you. And you get different attachments. So you can get the big attachments that go on things like drinking cups, water cups, and you can get attachments that go on all different things. And so you put your own designs on, you put glitters in them, mica powders in them, all of those things. You attach it to the Spin It Pro. If it's what I think it is,
I think it is.
It properly dries all of your resin for you. So if you go onto a load of resin forums, you've got a load of blokes, bless them, losing their drills to their misses because they're trying to set it up to be able to dry their resin for them, because you need to rotate it for 24 hours to cure the resin. So We Are Memory Keepers came out with a tool that does that for you, and it's amazing. It's called the Spin It Pro. I've got it sitting there next to me. It's in my cupboard of dreams. If you could see my cupboard of We Are Memory Keeper dreams at this side of me, you would die and go to heaven. I've got a full We Are cupboard of dreams. I love it. You'll have to come to the house and see it.
Yes, I'm going to.
I'll make you some lunch, and you can come and see my beautiful We Are Memory Keepers.
When's Dave next coming to Carnation?
Lovely Davy B. Davy B will be launching Carnation. I can't remember what date the next launch is. Soon.
Maybe if I'm around.
Come and see Davy B, because the time before last, when Davy B was here and we had Mr. Bradford sitting here, we also had a visit from Dean.
Oh,
Dean
really?
Yeah. Dean came for lunch, so I had Dean and Davy B here for lunch.
Wow.
Which was really lovely. Really, really lovely.
Yeah.
Just to kind of see some old faces and have a chit chat and a catch up. So really, really nice to have. So, the Old Craft team is still around. As far as getting guests on for Chattergirl, I'm going to try and go across the board. I don't want it to just be demonstrators, not to be rude to demonstrators, but I want people from floor and production to come and have their say as well, so you can see how other things go. But hopefully we can get maybe people like Dean to come on and talk about what they've been up to as well, so you can see some old faces, because it's always nice, right? Because we're a family, and this is why I don't want to keep it based in one channel, why I want to go across the board on all channels, because some of you at home will watch different channels to the ones that we're on. So let's make it across the board. Yeah. Let's start to have a little crafty family on Chattergirl where we can just talk craft. It's what we love doing, right?
It's lovely. It's lovely. I watch both channels. I used to watch 3 when there was 3. I think we all shop in different places. We go to where we can get the product we need.
A gob that big, and I missed.
Did you miss?
Yeah, totally missed. Yeah. Beer down my boobs, just saying.
Honestly.
I've never
I'm
been.
not saying a word. I'm not saying a word.
Apologies. I mean, at least it wasn't rice pudding, because it usually is, and that goes everywhere as well. I'm not so good with rice pudding.
Okay,
really
fine. A question before everyone goes then. Rice pudding, hot or cold?
Hot.
Hot. Yeah, I'm a hot. Danny's a cold.
Yeah, loads of people are cold, but let's hope Dean's trousers don't rip.
Oh my goodness.
That was one of the funniest moments on television, I think. Sharon says she'll find it online and post a link on here for you of the Project Drying Trolley.
Laura, in the bin.
The bin. People don't
with nutmeg. Oh yeah, I go for that, Dawn.
Cinnamon. Rice pudding with cinnamon.
Nutmeg.
What's the other one that's semolina? Can you remember semolina?
I love semolina with a big dollop of strawberry jam in the middle.
Mixed in and sort of spun round.
Mixed all around. I don't like tapioca, but I do like semolina.
Does tapioca look like frog spawn?
Yeah. But look, I'll tell you a very, very quick little story. Does anybody like Weetabix?
I love them.
I can't eat Weetabix ever again. Do you remember, some of you are probably not old enough to remember this, you used to Tupperware, plastic bowls, everything was plastic back in the 70s. And my mum used to do all the sandwich fillings in the plastic bowls. And one particular morning I came down to have my breakfast and I had Weetabix with warm milk, and I kept saying to her, Mum, it doesn't taste right. It doesn't taste right. It tastes really horrible. She said, eat your breakfast, eat your breakfast. So I was almost gagging eating my breakfast. Got through it all and finished it. And it turns out she'd used the bowl to make my dad's sandwiches for work with tuna mayo in it.
Oh, no.
And she cleared the bowl out. I thought she'd cleared the bowl out, put my Weetabix in and the hot milk. And it was just... I've never told anyone that story online, I have to say, but
I cannot bear tuna. I can't even stand the smell of it.
Yeah.
And I have to feed it to my cats every now and again. I can't stand it.
So kind of put me off.
Yeah.
No, the milk wasn't off. The milk, well, my mum kept saying there's nothing wrong with that milk. Clearly, there was a lot wrong with that milk. Anyway, that's my little story for the night.
Tuna Weetabix to keep you strong. Absolutely. Right, so we're probably going to wind this up. I will put in all of the links for all of Lisa's stuff. Is that at your end or mine, that big motorbike?
That, I live above my shop, and this road at night, they've widened the road and they've changed the junction so there is no lights at this corner, and the cars bomb around the corner, and you get the boy racers round the corner off to Brighton. You heard that, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's with the windows closed.
Sometimes my body makes strange noises. I was just wondering, was it?
No, it wasn't your body this time.
Just checking.
And it wasn't mine either.
Yeah, we all believe it. Right, I am going to let you go, Lisa. I'm going to put links in. I would really love it if any of you who are watching, who haven't followed Lisa, would go and do so. Just give her a like and a subscribe. The whole thing about doing this channel here is to get as many craft people as we can involved with each other and form a community and a safe space for all of us to come and have a lovely, really peaceful chat about craft, about the thing that we love the most. So if you could go and give her a like and a share, that would be amazing. It's
and
been
vice
amazing
versa.
It's been amazing to have your company, Lisa. You are such a legend doing this with me on the first night. It was a big risk for both of us.
It was.
Loved every second of it.
And can I come back another time?
Whenever you want. So those of you at home, those of you who are maybe on the craft channels, all the rest of it, even if you're, a crafter and you're not on the craft channels, if you want to come on and have a chat and do the things, or if you want me to advertise what you've got coming up just in kind of PDF form, if you like, please feel free to put things in message to me. Do what you need to do and we will do that. Lisa, if you've got something coming up, just message me, let me on Chatty Girl, and you are straight on. So let's just have fun with it. Let's make this a family for all of us crafters who just want that safe space to chitter chatter. Thank you so much for all of your company. I have thoroughly enjoyed this and it has been amazing. And I will speak to you all soon. Lisa, you are a living legend. And now we don't have to end it.
I'm off to eat my melon.
Oh, good Lord. Here we go, full circle. I don't know how to end this, so you could be here for another couple of hours just watching me press buttons, but I'm going to try and end the broadcast.
So I'm going to, if I click off, maybe I'll disappear. So I'll say goodbye. And then I might just leave her on her own.
Thanks. Oh, no, I've got it here. I'll say goodnight for the both of us. I'm ending it. So I will speak to you all soon. Take care.
Good night.
Good night. See you later, guys. Bye. Bye.